Hello YouTube, Mark here. I hope you're all well. I'm smoking some Peter Stockerby, I think it's the PS19 English Luxury, my BJV pipe. It's not a bad tobacco. Luckily I managed to get some of this before the postage stopped coming from America and you started getting hit with high import charges. It's not a bad tobacco. I think it's quite tasty. But I do get a little bit of tongue bite off it. Not a great deal, just a little bit. And so it's not too much to worry about. This is an unfiltered pipe, so I should probably break out some filters and maybe give this a try in another pipe. But for now, I can put up with it. Well, I had a bit of time on my hands yesterday, and I did something that I haven't done for quite a while, and that was actually catch up on some YouTube videos. And actually, I was actually quite surprised at some of the things that I was watching. There seemed to be a lot of backbiting going on at the moment. Seems a few presenters have said the wrong thing and got other presenters' hackles up and started a bit of a North versus South moment. So yeah, quite surprising. So I was sort of just sat here smoking my pipe and having a bit of a thought about it. And the thing is, at the end of the day, there is pipe channels that I do follow, and yes, they've taken a bit of a turn. They've gone, a bit down the Bible route, if you like, or the, gun route or knife route, etc. And at the end of the day, if these subjects, make these people happy, then, then fair play, because there obviously is people out there who will enjoy those types of content. I mean, I was a big avid comic collector and book collector years ago, and I know the Gentleman Scholar, he's very heavily into his comics. He loves all things sci-fi, Doctor Who, etc. I could come on and quite happily sit here and talk about, comic collections in the 90s, etc. But I don't, because for me personally, I just think that this channel is about, smoking a pipe and enjoying a tobacco and giving my thoughts on it. I did have a bit of a thing a while ago when obviously I started smoking cigars again. And I got a few angry comments saying, well, how can you call yourself Northeast Piper when you're sitting there with a cigar, blah, blah, blah. And so I thought, okay, I'll start up a totally separate account just dealing with cigars. Keep the two separate. And then I thought, well, why, keep chopping and changing, switching between the two? Because I knew that some people still liked to see me smoke the cigars, so I just changed the name to the Matchbox. Simple, job done. But yes, there was people who sent us comments and said, well, why are you smoking cigars? You're a pipe smoker, blah, blah, blah. It happens. Fair enough. But I mean, to see people do videos, yes, there's been some videos out there that's just been a nice topic topic of conversation where they've aired their views, that they think that, well, why are you doing this sort of thing? And yet some of them seem to be going down the route of outright bullying, etc. The answer is simple. If you do not like the content that these people are talking about, you don't watch. Like I say, I will go on a presenter's video, and yes, sometimes they may say I am smoking a particular brand of tobacco. I'll go on and start watching it. They might take 2 puffs and go, great tobacco, throw open the good book and start quoting Revelations, and I'll think, right, I'm going to stop right there, because I have no interest in that. I don't care if you've got a personalised B52 sat in your backyard. If I go on and that's what you're talking about, I'll stop watching because I have no interest in it. But that doesn't say that your next video might be a total video dedicated to a pipe or a pipe tobacco that you're smoking, and I'll watch it right through and I'll comment, etc. No harm done. So at the end of the day, you're not obliged to watch every single video that a presenter puts out. I follow quite a lot of presenters. I do not watch every single one. Personally, I don't have time to watch every single one. But if they do a video that is about a pipe or a tobacco that I have an interest in or I've never tried, then I will watch that. But if they've put a video on, say for instance that somebody put a video up and it says I am smoking Captain Black, chances are I probably won't watch it, because I've already tried it and I'll probably know what the presenter's going to think about it anyway, so I'll leave it there. But the thing is, at the end of the day, as a species, we are always influenced. We are, as presenters, basically guilty of being an influencer. I mean, I am saying I am smoking this Sutcliffe pipe tobacco, and that might influence somebody to go, oh, well, Mark seemed to enjoy that tobacco, I will get some to try as well. So I've influenced that person to go and buy some. It's what social media is nowadays, I'm afraid. We're not all going on full Andrew Tate here. I mean, again, not mentioning presenters' names. I watched a particular presenter years ago. I loved all of his videos, but when he went straight down the masochistic route, it was like, bye-bye. I'm not interested in that shit. I'm not having you tell me how I should be treating my wife, or how I should be, bettering myself in the year 2024. It's like, go away. But he has that audience, and that he probably has more of an audience doing that than having his morning drive with a corn cob stuffed in his face. All the more to you. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's like everything else. We get to a point with this hobby of ours where you do hit a point that you don't know what else to talk about. You don't know how you're going to progress further. So this is where people's other hobbies and other beliefs come into account. So let them get on with it. Why you want to sit in front of your camera and bitch and moan about this person and then end up in a total, rant and rave back and forth. They're doing a VR about this person, they're doing a VR about that person. You're never going to win. You're just going to fan the flames, and then all of these people who follow these people are just going to gang up on you, and you're going to hope that the people who follow you are going to gang up on them, and you've just got the schoolyard mentality. So the easiest thing at the end of the world is just do not watch them. It's as simple as that. I mean, YTPC seems to have peaks and troughs. I mean, for me, I thought it was at an all-time high sort of 5 years ago. I mean, I could come come on, and there'd be at least a dozen a day videos that I could quite happily sit down and watch. And now I'm probably lucky if I've got two or three. You know, because at the end of the day, people have just run out of ideas and things to talk about. And that was the whole point of me going on to the cigars. It's like I mentioned before, the great thing is I can just order one cigar, I can try that, give my thoughts on it, and then it's gone, finished with. It's not taking up shelf space, it's not sitting there unopened for countless months. You know, so it is an easy review for me. But that doesn't stop us from smoking a pipe. I just don't have any new tobacco really to discuss with you. So, but no, I'm not going to get out my AK-47 and start rubbing it down with gun oil. I just don't feel that. Personally, I want to talk about my other hobbies. You don't need to know that. The whole point of this for me is to have a chat, explain what I'm smoking, and leave it at that. I don't need to get my whole life story out onto a YouTube video for everybody to look at and criticize and give their view, because I couldn't give a shit at the end of the day what people think. So you shouldn't either. Just let them get on with it. If they're happy, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. If someone's happy about what they're doing, let them crack on. So there we go. But yeah, I did get a bit of a shock yesterday when I was looking at some videos. It was like, what? Really? Never mind. And again, I think if you if you do call out particular presenters and about the way they're going on, you are just going to make yourself a target. And at the end of the day, do you really want that grief in your life? Yes, I know the whole team freedom thing, we've got the right to do and say what we wish. Yeah, you do. But at the end of the day, your freedom is not going to be the same as another person's freedom. You think that, yes, this is my right, this is my freedom, but they might be thinking, no, that's not your freedom, this is my freedom. So then there you go, you're just opening another can of worms. So just do what you enjoy and leave it at that. I know some people out there do like a good argument and they do like to get the big stick out every now and then and give the pot a bit of a stir. But really, it's like being back on the schoolyard again. This is a nice blend. It's lovely on the retro here. Very nutty. Not bad. So there you go. It was just a little, just my thoughts on the subject. So yeah, just stay safe and just, you know, don't go down that route. It's not worth it at the end of the day. So yeah, there you go. So thank you for watching. I won't stop the comments, so feel free to have your say, but I like to think that hopefully there are like-minded people out there who are agreeing with us and thinking, yeah, but at the end of the day, we're just all children at heart, aren't we? So on that note, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.